Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 697, Sanctity of the Paragraph, which isn't like a pair of pants or a parasol or a pair of anything, actually. Here's Stanley. Look at him. Look at him. Alright. Sanctity of the Paragraph. This is a single thought or idea that's contained in the one paragraph. So as you go through your book, you have gazillions of paragraphs. So how many of them have multiple topics within? Sometimes you want to vary the length. You want because variety is the spice of life. If you all just one sentence, then you're going to have a hard time following. The readers are going to look at it and get bored, even if it's exciting. That variety. It's like the 5-paragraph influential paper. Tell them what you're going to tell them. Tell them the 3 points within that you're going to tell them. And then tell them what you told them. That's it. That's the 5-paragraph. But you can do that within a single paragraph. Sometimes you can do it within one sentence. You just tell them, hey, here's what's going on. Or a dialogue that then goes to the next person. Do you have multiple speakers in the same paragraph? No. Same thing with a thought or an idea. As something comes up, here's the thought, here's this character thinking about it, here's this character doing something about it, and then moving on. And if it's too long, you can break it up into multiple paragraphs. That's okay, because the thinking might be different than the doing. So the doing part is another paragraph. But it's all that doing of that one character, and then you move on to something else, like maybe background descriptions. Here's the castle, here's the mountain, here's this other stuff. And it sets up then the next paragraph, which is another character doing something different. So understand sanctity of the paragraph. There's an intro and an outro. So if the intro has a character doing this, the outro shouldn't be a different character doing something differently. So the outro could be a new intro for the next paragraph. Sanctity of the paragraph. This is one of those things you don't think about unless you see it, and then all of a sudden you think that this seems off, or it seems difficult to read, or you lose track, especially if you have multiple dialogue tags within one paragraph. That makes it really, really hard for the reader, and it's one of those things, a best practice kind of thing is you just have one dialogue, one speaker in one paragraph, and move to a different, if you have a different speaker, different paragraph in entirety. You can vary the length, 1 sentence, 3 sentences, 1, 5, and that provides that variety. It's visually pleasing, which readers will look at the page and they'll think, oh, this is nice, as opposed to one page that's nothing but text. That's a little bit off-putting, and it may turn some readers away. Don't give a reader a reason to stop reading. I like the indent and then a little space between the lines. We talked about that yesterday. It's okay as long as we don't detract the reader, and full pages of text that is a single paragraph. Those can be really off-putting. You see a lot of the older masterworks have that, where it's just pages and pages of a single paragraph. Come on, man. Give me a break. A break. Read. Fast reading. That's what you want. Change POV with a scene. So if you're changing the point of view, then you probably need a whole scene break as opposed to just a new paragraph, because that's called head hopping. A lot of authors do it, and it's fine. Readers probably don't even notice, but you really should change the scene when you change the point of view, because then that's less confusing for the readers. Sometimes the readers will just read it and they kind of understand, but if you don't have to, don't. If you do have to, because there's so many different ones and you can't change the scene break every paragraph, then do it that way. Don't lose your reader. That's the whole goal of this. Continue the flow. Make sure the flow goes and the reader is not confused. The reader stays on track. And that's the sanctity of the paragraph. Helps the reader stay on board with the story and doesn't get distracted, doesn't get waylaid with anything obtuse, and doesn't lose track of what's going on. So, sanctity of the paragraph. Make sure you keep them intact. Move forward. Little variety as you're going. Intro, outro, and deliver a good story to your reader. A good story in a way that they can internalize the easiest and the best. And you'll find that, hey, reads great. You're going to be getting a lot of those reviews as long as you keep doing these kinds of things that appeal to the readers. All right? There you go. Sanctity of the paragraph. Peace, fellow humans.